Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Harshita from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. In this video, let us discuss about the ancient Indian architecture and the Vaastu Shastra. Introduction. Ancient Indian architecture reflects the rich cultural heritage of the subcontinent. It showcases a variety of styles and the techniques developed over millions of years. The architecture is characterized by the religious, royal, and the residential structure. Next, 10 historical places in India. The first one is the Charminar, and the next one is Sanchi Gupta Supta, and the Qutub Minar, and this is the Hawa Mahal, and this is the Red Fort, and this is the Gateway of India. This is the Mysore Palace, and this is the Meenakshi Temple, and this is the Golden Temple, and this is the Taj Mahal. Next, let us see the historical context of Indian ancient architecture. Ancient Indian architecture evolved from the Indus Valley civilization to the Maldivian period. Major influence include Buddhism, Hinduism, and Islamic traditions. The architecture also reflects the socio-potential dynamics of various kingdoms. Next, let us see the key features of ancient Indian architecture. Integrate carvings and the sculptures that are relevant in many architectural sites. Use of local materials like rock, stone, brick, and the wood defines the structural integrity. Architectural design often incorporate the symbolism reflecting the spiritual beliefs. Next, let us see the Indo Valley civilization. The earliest example of the urban planning and the architecture can be tracked back to this civilization. Notable structure include the advanced drainage systems and the great layouts of the cities. The use of the baked bricks and the standardized measurements was revolutionary for its time. Next, let us see the Buddhist architecture. Buddhism greatly influenced the architecture with suptas, monasteries, and the temples. The greatest supta at the Sanchi is a primary example of the early Buddhist architectural style. Rock cut curves like those at Ajanta shows intricate carvings and the sculptures. Next, let us see the Hindu temple architecture. Hindu temples evolved in various styles, including Nagara, Dravidian, and Vasari. Temples often featured ornate sculptures depicting directories and the methodological narratives. The Brihadeshwara temple in Tanjavur signifies the grandeur of Dravidian architecture. Next, let us see the rock cut architecture. Rock cut architecture involves curving structures directly from the stone formation. Notable examples include the Ajanta curve, famous for their sculptures. This technique allowed for the creation of monumental structures without traditional building materials. Next, let us see the Islamic architecture in India. The arrival of the Islam introduced a new architectural styles and the techniques. Notable structures include the Qutub Minar and the Red Fort, showing the Mughal influence. The use of intricate inlay work and the calligraphy became prominent during this. Next, let us see the various forts and palaces that are located in India. Ancient Indian rulers built impressive forts and palaces that reflects their power and status. The forts of Rajasthan, such as Jaisalmer Fort, which specifies the Rajput architecture. Palaces like the City Palace in the Udaipur showcase a blend of architectural styles. Next, let us see the symbolism in architecture. Ancient Indian architecture is rich in symbolism, often reflecting the spiritual belief. The mandapas and the sikaharas, that are towers that hold significant religious symbolism. The layout and the organization of the temples are often aligned with the cosmic principles. The best example for the symbolic architecture we can see is the Lotus Temple. The legacy of the ancient Indian architecture. The architectural styles of ancient Indian continues to inspire the modern architects. The traditional techniques and the designs are being received in the contemporary buildings. The cultural significance of ancient architects remains a part of India's identity. Next, let us see the very interesting factor that is the Vastu Shastra. Shastra is an ancient Indian science of architecture and the design. It aims to create harmonious living spaces in alignment with the natural forces. The principles of the Vastu are believed to promote health, wealth, and the prosperity. Next, let us see the historical background of the Vastu Shastra. The origins of Vastu Shastra date back over 5000 years in India. Ancient texts like the Vishwakarma Vastu Shastra outlines its fundamental concepts. Vastu principles have been adapted and utilized across the various cultures. Next, let us see the core principles of Vastu. The five elements like earth, water, air, fire, and the space are central to Vastu. Each direction has its significance and is associated with specific energies. Proper alignment and the placements are believed to enhance the well being and the prosperity. Next, let us see the importance of the directions in the design. The eight cardinal directions hold significance in design and layout. East is often considered the most auspicious direction for the entrance. Southwest is typically preserved for heavy structures and the storage. Next, let us see the Vastu for home design. Homes designed according to the Vastu principle to promote the positive energy flow. Common elements include the placement of the entrance, kitchen, and the bed. Next, let us see the Vastu for residential places. Homes designed with Vastu principle promote the well-being and the harmony. Key areas like the kitchen, living room, and the bedroom have significant guidelines. The placement of furniture and the fixtures can enhance the positive energy flow. Next, let us see the Vastu for commercial places. Vastu Shastra also applies to the commercial establishment for success. Next, let us see the common Vastu remedies. Simple remedies can be applied to the existing structures that do not conform to the Vastu. Use of mirrors, plants, and the colors can help to correct the imbalance of the Vastu. Rituals and the prayers can also be conducted to enhance the positive energy. Finally, I conclude that ancient Indian architecture and the Vastu Shastra presents a rich cultural heritage. Their principles and practices continue to inspire the architects and the designers today. Preserving this legacy ensures that the future generation can appreciate its beauty. Thank you for watching this video.